Darian Weeks and Josh Quinlan in the welterweight division. Darian Weeks and Josh Quinlan have a lot of power in their hands. Darian Weeks with 5 wins and 0 losses right there. Second round knockout win, decision win in a boxing fight, and then a submission win first round and second round knockout. Had a very, very long amateur career right there as well. If we look right here, out of his wins, 3 knockouts and 2 submissions. As an amateur, 6 knockouts, 2 submissions, and 7 decision wins right there. Josh Quinlan also with a 5-win, 0-loss record. Let's see right here is 3 knockout wins and 2 submission wins as well. As an amateur, went 6-0, beating guys like Ryder Newman right there, which is a very, very solid win. Inside, I believe he was on the Ultimate Fighter, fought Terrence McKinney, if I'm getting the name correctly. But he did beat him by a first-round knockout in 19 seconds with a powerful overhand left in the very first round. But this fight is really going to come down to who has more volume. The power of Josh Quinlan and Darian Weeks, very, very even. The striking defense of Josh Quinlan, I don't know why, he just has a really good movement around the cage, has a really good frame, and he kind of defends his shots very, very well. So I think the striking defense advantage goes to Josh Quinlan. I think the cardio advantage might go to Josh Quinlan, although that's very, very even. We haven't really seen a fight where Darian Weeks has really been tired, but we haven't seen a fight where someone's putting on the pressure like a guy like Josh Quinlan has. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be very 50-50 in the cardio, but the volume is what I need to look at. I do think Josh Quinlan can have more volume right here. If Josh Quinlan's on the back foot, he's gonna throw that signature left hook and overhand right, or the straight right hand. The outside leg kick is devastating, man. If you guys watch that last fight with Dallas Jennings, the outside leg kick was just oh my god, it was just absolutely powerful, man. He knocked down Dallas Jennings at least 4 times with that leg kick. Darian Weeks also has very solid leg kicks as well, but those leg kicks of Josh Quinlan could be another thing that might sway the judges in Josh Quinlan's favor. If the striking is very even, those kicks could be the one thing the judges look at and are like, alright, that's the one thing that might differentiate who wins each one of the rounds. So that could be a way he could win, just to keep on attacking the legs of Darian Weeks. He's also going to be a little bit taller. Not too sure about the reach right there, but Josh Quinlan, in my opinion, if he can go out there on the back foot, have Darian Weeks come to him and just explode with a big combination and counter Darian Weeks as he's coming in, that could be a good way to land some good shots. And if he's on the front foot, just put on a buttload of pressure, get Darian Weeks to the back of the cage, and just start throwing, and maybe mix in a takedown here and there. But again, the wrestling and the grappling is also very, very even. That's why, again, this is another 50-50 fight right here. Minus 115 and then minus 105. I can see a lot of things happening. I think Darian Weeks, if he's going to want to win, is probably going to be on the front foot, just standing the outside and coming in and out, staying away from those leg kicks of Josh Quinlan. He needs to have really good checks and really good, he needs to be really good at staying away from those leg kicks and checking those leg kicks, because those are devastating. But he also needs to be really, really good at going in and out on Josh Quinlan without getting countered by Josh Quinlan, which I think is going to happen quite a lot. He's going to come in with his left hook, right hook, whatever combinations he's going for, and Josh is going to counter the heck out of him. With that, I mean, his left hand is very, very powerful, and his straight right down the middle is also very powerful. So it's a very, very close fight. The grappling and the wrestling is going to be very, very even. I honestly don't see any takedowns being mixed in here. I think it's going to be fight of the night. It could go either way, to be quite honest. It's not a fight. I'm really, really confident in Darian Weeks, really, really confident in Josh Quinlan, but I am going to slightly lean towards Josh Quinlan. The left hooks and the right hooks are the main boxing combinations, or the striking combinations that they use with their hands from Josh Quinlan and Darian Weeks. They don't really go for the jab. They don't go for like an overhand too often. It's mainly just come forward, put on that pressure, left hook and right hook when their opponent's back are to the cage, or when they're countering, when they're coming in, right hook and left hook. That's the main punches that they really use. But again, the leg kicks of Josh Quinlan right there are going to be a really big difference maker in kind of limiting the movement of Darian Weeks. If Darian Weeks does not have that movement, it's going to be so much easier for Josh Quinlan to counter Darian Weeks as he's coming in and land his combination. So I think the striking is going to be very, very even, but those leg kicks are going to play dividends in the later rounds, and they're going to make it a lot easier for Josh Quinlan to land the strikes. He's looking to land right there, but very, very close fight in the welterweight division. Super slightly leaning towards Josh Quinlan right there. Very close fight, but my prediction, Josh Quinlan in a very back and forth fight of the night, unanimous decision, 29-28. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a split decision, but my prediction, Josh Quinlan by unanimous decision right there. Really good fight in the welterweight division.